Due to the revision of global chip rules, Huawei's Kirin chip has become a swan song. To this end, Huawei has increased its R&D investment in the chip field. It not only established Hubble to invest in the semiconductor industry, but also developed a variety of new chip technologies. Among them, quantum chips are one of Huawei's research directions, and now Huawei has made remarkable achievements in this field. On November 2, Huawei announced its superconducting quantum chip patent. So, what is so great about this patent? Hi! Welcome to TechTeller. Before we start today's video, please subscribe to our channel, which is the encouragement that we can create more videos. Okay, let's move on to today's topic. What is so great about this technology patent? First of all, from a technical point of view, it can reduce the crosstalk between qubits, which is a great improvement. In the process of quantum computing, crosstalk between multiple bits will cause coupling between signal lines, mutual inductance and mutual capacitance between signal lines, causing noise on the line. If the crosstalk is serious, it will affect the performance of quantum chip design, and overcoming the influence of crosstalk is a key requirement for realizing quantum error correction and large-scale fault-tolerant quantum computing. Therefore, the research on this patented technology is of great significance, paving the way for future research and development of quantum chips. Secondly, Huawei has seized the first-mover advantage by publishing patents in the field of quantum chips. At present, all countries in the world are making further arrangements to allow quantum technology to boom again, forming the trend of the second quantum revolution. According to statistics from the World Economic Forum, in 2021, the total investment in global quantum computing research has reached $25 billion. It can be seen that quantum technology has become an important entry for the development of scientific and technological strength, and quantum chip technology is a good research direction to overcome key technologies in the quantum field and master key applications. If more technological achievements and more patents are obtained in the quantum chip, it will definitely be more beneficial. In addition, Huawei has been laying out for many years in the field of quantum chips. It is said that Huawei began to invest in research and development in 2017 and has obtained many patented technologies. For example, in June this year, Huawei also announced a patented technology, a quantum chip and quantum computer. Now that the superconducting quantum chip patent has been announced again, it shows that Huawei has been overcoming related technologies and has applied for technical patents one by one. The more patents, the stronger the competitiveness in the core field. Last but not least, this provides Huawei with a new idea to solve the chip shortage crisis. Since the revision of the global chip rules, Huawei's Kirin chips cannot be produced, and there are even no chips available for its mobile phones. In order to solve these troubles, Huawei had to invest in the field of semiconductors to make breakthroughs. However, most of the old silicon-based chip design and manufacturing environment, related core technologies and patents are in the hands of the West. The best way to get around these techniques is to go a different route. Therefore, Huawei has researched chip superposition technology, carbon-based chips, photonic chips, and quantum chips. Today, Huawei has announced new patents many times, which will help Huawei seize the leading edge in terms of quantum chips. Perhaps, many people do not have a deep enough understanding of quantum technology. However, this is already a cutting-edge technology that is being researched by various countries, and quantum chip technology is one of the key research directions. Therefore, Huawei's superconducting quantum chip patent is of great significance, and its research value is also extensive. In order to achieve certain success in this field, Huawei has invested more than 140 billion yuan in quantum chips so far. Of course, as a science and technology company with strong scientific research strength, Huawei's patented technology is absolutely very powerful. Do you think so? A few years ago, Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, publicly stated that it is unwise for the US to restrict and ban Huawei, and it will only accelerate the rapid improvement of China's technological level in the end. Now, do you think Bill Gates' prophecy has come true? In addition, I am going to describe Huawei's disclosed superconducting quantum chip patent in more detail. This may be boring and incomprehensible to some laymen. You can skip this part and fast forward to the next, Huawei's vision for quantum computing. Okay, now I am going to Huawei's latest patent. The embodiment of the present invention discloses a superconducting quantum chip, including a coupler and a controller, wherein the coupler is used to couple the first superconductor A-bit circuit and a second superconducting bit circuit. The frequency response curve of the coupler one phase reversal point, and the phase reversal point includes a resonance point or pole of the frequency response curve. The controller is used to adjust the frequency of the coupler A response curve such that an odd number of the phase reversal points are included between the bit frequency of the first superconducting bit circuit and the bit frequency of the second superconducting bit circuit, and the frequency of the phase reversal points is further adjusted so that the equivalent interaction of the cross-resonance effect of the first superconducting bit circuit and the perconducting bit circuit is zero. Two of the greatest breakthroughs of the past century were the invention of computers and the discovery of quantum mechanics. Around 30 years ago, these two great ideas collided and quantum information science was born. Quantum computing is a subfield of quantum information science that may well surpass the limitations of classical computing physics, but has also become an unprecedented challenge for scientists and engineers. In the past few decades, classical computer chips and computing power have constantly improved, mainly thanks to engineers who have been able to continually shrink the components inside chips. In this process, we can fit in more components and reduce the distance electric signals travels between components, thus boosting the speed of logical operations and reducing energy consumption. This is explained by the well-known Moore's law, which describes how the density of industrial-produced chips has doubled every 18 months over the past few decades. However, when Moore's law was proposed, a time when the law would fail was also predicted, because physical components cannot be reduced in size infinitely. All matter consists of atoms and, at the atomic level, particles behave according to the laws of quantum mechanics rather than classical mechanics. The failure of Moore's law will not mean the end of the road for mankind's constant pursuit of more powerful computing power, however. To borrow one of Winston Churchill's famous quotes, "Now this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is, perhaps, the end of the beginning." Moore's law will lead humanity up to the boundary between the classical and quantum worlds. And after we pass it, quantum computing will open up a new world. Quantum mechanics enables us to realize the real world is full of counterintuitive physical laws that subvert our perceptions of it. In the quantum realm, many physical states that don't exist in classical physics become possible. Years ago, Huawei was already calling quantum computing a potentially disruptive future computing technology. At present, Huawei continues to monitor the latest developments in quantum computer hardware, and participates in exploratory research where it can contribute its R&D strength to help make the quantum computer a reality as soon as possible. In the future, Huawei will continue to research and invest in the field. Okay, that's all for today. Please put your comments below, and share your insightful ideas. Please keep following our channel and like our videos. I am Tech Teller, the person to tell you the opinions that worth spreading every day. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Your precious time with us is highly appreciated. See you.